Hi guys, and welcome back to Top Speed Golf. In this video, we're going to talk about ball speed. This is one of the biggest determinants of how far you're going to be able to hit the golf ball, your potential distance for hitting the golf ball. And there's a couple ways that we can think about this. So let's imagine for a second that our club head speed is 100 miles an hour. So my club is swinging down just right at contact, or a millimeter before contact is where they measure this with flight scope. My club is moving exactly 100 miles an hour. If I hit this ball dead center, perfectly flush, everything is exactly like it needs to be, my ball can leave at a max of 1.5 times my club head speed. So 100 mile an hour club head speed, I hit this ball absolutely perfect. My ball speed is 150 miles an hour. It's going to give me pretty good potential to get a lot of distance. Now let's pretend that for a second that I hit it a little bit off the heel. Well, number one, the heel is moving slower on a driver. My toe is rolling on over, which means that my heel is usually moving 12 to 14 miles an hour slower than the toe. Let's say that it's 6 miles an hour slower than the sweet spot, just to give it a random number. So if my sweet spot's moving 100, the heel is only moving 94 miles an hour. And if my ball speed is going to be even lower than that, so instead of getting 1.5, let's say I get 1.3, which would be somewhere around maybe 122 miles an hour, something like that, 122 point something. So now I've taken this ball speed, the club is moving at the sweet spot 100 miles an hour in both scenarios. The one that hit dead on the center, the ball left at 150 miles an hour. That's a lot of potential distance there. The one that I hit off the hosel, hosel's moving slower, the compression of the ball is less. It's only moving 120 or 121 miles an hour, 122 miles an hour, whatever it was. That's a lot less distance. Now let's imagine for a second that we hit one just slightly off the toe. Again, as I said, the toe can be moving a little bit faster. And if I'm just a little bit off the toe, maybe it's moving 1 or 2 miles an hour faster than the sweet spot. The actual speed where I hit the ball is going to be 102 miles an hour, let's say. So I may even get a smash factor of 1.51 or a ball speed of 1.51 times the club head speed. So if the club head is moving 100 miles an hour at the center of mass, excuse me, I should have said the center of mass. Basically, we're tracking this from the dead center of the head, or sorry, not even the center of mass, the geometric center. So it measures different points, finds the center of the entire shape here. That's the geometric center. It's moving 100 miles an hour. I hit it slightly off the toe, and then the ball speed could be 151 or possibly even 152 miles an hour. So the idea here is that there are a lot of things that go into affecting ball speed. We obviously want the most ball speed possible. One more thing that I'm going to talk about here that affects ball speed. Let's imagine that I'm hitting into this driver and I have this over the top kind of chopping down motion, and I'm swinging from right to left across the ball like we see a lot of high handicappers do. This is the typical over the top slice. Well, now let's imagine this club is coming down into the ball at a -10 angle of attack. That's really steep for a driver. PGA Tour is -1. So they're swinging down in this ball, -10, really chopping down in there, and the face is open. So not only is the ball coming down, or the club coming down across the ball, the face is open and pointing over to the right somewhere. Now we're getting this very glancing blow. The spin wedge, so our angle of attack is -10. We're adding loft, say 15 degrees. I got this big spin wedge of 25 degrees, and I got this glancing blow. That's going to kill my ball speed also, because I'm not getting that direct contact on there. Even if I hit it right dead in the center of the face, because it had that glancing blow, my ball speed is going to be affected. So the more square I get, the more close I get to zeroing out my path, my face angle, the more energy that's going to be transferred into the ball at contact. So hope that helps you guys out. Go ahead and study up on different types of ball speeds. Study up on which parts of the face are the hottest. Usually the sweet spot is always a good place to hit the ball, obviously. If we can hit it a little above the sweet spot and a little to the right of that, that's going to be kind of our maximum distance, our maximum ball speed area. So it's not very far above that. But hopefully you guys found out some stuff about this. If you guys are teachers out there, a lot of instructors do not know this information. So having this information is going to give you a leg up. You're going to be able to get better students. You're going to be able to give them better information. And if you're a student, hey, it helps you out a lot, because now we know, how to get that higher ball speed when we zero out our path, zero out our face, and hit the ball in the correct spot on the face. So good luck to you guys. I'll see y'all soon.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about a few PGA Tour numbers before we leave here. First, we'll look at club head speed on the left. We're going to talk about driver all the way down to the pitching wedge. We're going to talk about ball speed and then the smash factor. Smash factor is how solid you're going to hit that golf ball, how much speed you're going to get given your club head speed. So let's take the instance of driver. 112 miles an hour is a PGA Tour average. It's probably from a year or two ago. I think it's 113 now. If you multiply 112 by 1.49 smash factor, then you're going to get your ball speed of 165 miles an hour. So that means that you're hitting the ball very, very solid. Remember, 1.5 is kind of perfect compression on the sweet spot, or perfect legal compression. You could get a few higher numbers than that if you hit off the toe, as I mentioned. But that's going to mean that you're hitting the ball very solid. Now, if I hit the ball off the heel, like we talked about in that last example, instead of 112, maybe off the heel it's only moving 106. The compression, the smash factor goes down to 1.3, and then your ball speed is going to go way down. So that's going to all three of these numbers tie together. How solid you hit the ball, what your angle of attack is, what your club face angle is, how solid you're compressing the golf ball. That's all going to play into your ball speed. So with a 3-iron, we'll see that our swing speed goes down. The shorter shaft gets us down to 98. And as you get more loft on the club, your compression or your smash factor is going to go down. So we can see that 1.49 with a driver on PGA Tour averages, 1.45 with a 3-iron. If we go down to a pitching wedge, 1.23. So now, even though you're still swinging a pitching wedge at 83 miles an hour, if you multiply that by 1.23 for the PGA Tour, that's when you get your ball speed. So if you were swinging a driver 83 miles an hour, your ball speed would go much higher, much faster, and a lot of that is because of the less loft. So the less loft that you have on the club, the more transfer of energy there's going to be from the club, and the more ball speed you're going to get from that. So, take a look at these numbers. I think it's good to have these in the back of your mind. That way, if you're using radar, what's the PGA Tour average? And then if my swing speed is a little bit less or a little bit more, kind of what should I be looking for as far as my ball speed? If you're swinging 100 miles an hour and you hit it dead perfect, you're going to get 150 miles an hour ball speed, which would be a little less than the PGA Tour. If you're swinging 90 miles an hour and you have a dead perfect smash factor of 1.5, then you're obviously going to get 135 miles an hour of ball speed. So hopefully this makes some sense. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit from these numbers. Good luck to you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Okay, so for those of you out there watching that would like to improve your club head speed, the more club head speed I get, as long as I'm hitting the ball solid, I'm going to get more ball speed. That's going to get me a lot more distance. One of the most important things you can do is get a ton of lag in the downswing and then release that lag to get tons of club head speed. That's what you're seeing all the PGA Tour players doing. All the long hitters are getting lots of lag and then releasing that. I got a preview of the #1 lag mistake that I see. I see almost everybody that's struggling with lag making this same mistake, and it all begins in the takeaway. I got a preview of a video that I'm going to show just in 1 second. If you want to see that entire video, go ahead and click the link that pops up on your screen, or if you're on a mobile device, a phone, a tablet, go ahead and click the link down in the description. So you have to drop down the box, click that link in the description, and you're going to get instant access to that video. Plus, you're going to get 5 videos from my Top Speed Golf system. You get instant access to those too. If you guys have any questions, post them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer every question that I get. Click that thumbs up button. That really helps us to grow the channel and to keep these videos coming your way. And also remember to subscribe. That way you'll see our latest, greatest videos. So good luck to you guys. I'll see y'all soon.
Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm Ballard, and in today's video we're going to talk about one of the absolute worst drills for creating lag. It's a very common drill that I see, and in this drill what we're going to do is we're going to set the wrist very early to create an angle of lag, and then we're going to try to hold this throughout the swing. It's one of the worst things that you can do to build lag. I'm going to talk about the science behind why this is the case, and I'm also going to give you a great drill to help you improve your lag, all in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. If I do it this way versus holding that position, exact same thing happens when we're building lag in the golf swing. So what we want to do is throughout the swing, I want to have a very low and wide takeaway. So I'm not going to set my wrist early at all. If you look at a lot of the top players, you look at Adam Scott, very wide takeaway, not very much wrist set at all. You look at Rory McIlroy, you look at Tiger Woods. All these players are using a wide takeaway and not getting very much wrist set, so that later in the swing, as we start down, And we can increase this wrist set, and we're really only going to max out this angle of lag for a split second in the downswing. Okay, so a 3-step drill here. Now, as we get started with this, I want to remind you that the fulcrum in this golf club for getting a massive amount of lag is right at the end of the golf club. This is where I want my hinge point to be. I want to use the full length of this club to build lag and then release lag.